While the American government squanders billions of dollars funding a war against the Taliban in Pakistan that is going nowhere, private donations from America are quietly funding a very different approach, fighting ignorance and extremism with books, not bombs.
The main reason that we are into education is to help girls get good quality education so it makes a difference in their lives.
The nonprofit Developments in Literacy, or DIL, was started in California by Pakistani expatriates 11 years ago. It has been so successful that DIL now runs 150 schools throughout rural Pakistan. In these areas, conservative traditions are powerful, and modern education can be seen as a threat, especially for girls. Mothers who want to educate their daughters sometimes have to do it in secret.
There are some boys who don't allow their sisters to study.
With a quack quack here and a quack quack there.
We have cases of mothers whose the father doesn't know that the girls are going to school. They're objecting. And she hides the girls from the father and sends them to school. But basically when they come to us, they say, please make them educated so that they don't have to live the lives we lived.
The Taliban shut down schools and stripped women of their rights. But the Taliban is now fighting a guerrilla war in Pakistan, dependent on support from local villagers and dependent upon their ignorance.
She was saying that one of the reasons that the Taliban are successful in the tribal areas is because there is so many people who are not educated, whereas it couldn't happen here because there are too many educated people.
One of the battlegrounds in the fight against the Taliban is the struggle for education. Schools like those run by DIL are an alternative to the free education offered by madrasas all over Pakistan.
There have been threats to our schools. One of our schools was burnt down, and we wanted to go back and rebuild it, but the parents were too scared to send their girls.
Privately run community schools like these stand in stark contrast to these Pakistani public schools. In Pakistan, public schools are a disaster. Pakistan's literacy rate of roughly 50% is more or less the same as when the country was founded in 1947. Yet the government spends only a tiny fraction of its budget on education. Even of the money that is spent, much doesn't make it down to the classroom. In recent years, audits have uncovered hundreds of what are called ghost schools.
The ghost schools are actually where, according to the books, the money is going for schools and salaries, but you actually go to the school does not exist. It's just on paper.
What happened to the desks?
They only have furniture for 2 classes.
But the public schools that do exist are severely understaffed and ill-equipped. Here in this village in the southern Punjab, we found the entire student body studying under a tree outside. Only one teacher had bothered to show up for work that day, and so he was teaching the entire student body, ranging from kindergarten to 5th grade. Beyond the funding shortages and the corruption, one problem is a complete vacuum of leadership. Pakistan's new president, Asif Ali Zardari, has just appointed a new education minister who would fit fine in a Taliban government. That education minister, Mir Hazar Khan Bijrani, was ordered arrested by the Supreme Court last year for presiding over a council that ordered 5 little girls be taken from their homes and handed over to an enemy clan to be married to much older men to resolve a tribal dispute. While the public education system in Pakistan seems stuck in the Stone Age, DIL has made tremendous strides in rural education, attracting some 13,000 students who might otherwise remain illiterate and cut off from the larger world.
Okay. So many doctors. 1, 2, 3 doctors. What about you? Teacher. Okay.
The group makes a point of creating local ownership of the schools. For instance, at the Pind Malkan School, located in a village outside Islamabad, the land for the school was donated by a local family, and all the teachers are hired from the community.
Perform a job
The result is a town willing to defend its school against the threat of fundamentalism.
After very difficulty, we have built this school and we are looking after this school like our houses. We cannot allow Salman to come and destroy this house.
Despite this progress, the needs for rural education in Pakistan are breathtaking. Resources are limited. At Pin Malkan, classes only go up to the 5th grade, and parents worry about the lack of options for their children afterward.
For us, it is better if the school is upgraded to class 10, because there is nowhere else my girl could go.
Barack Obama has pledged more involvement in Afghanistan and Pakistan. If he wants to make a real difference, President Obama would be wise to fund NGOs like DIL that provide education rather than simply send more military aid to Pakistan. The problem is that Pakistan's army and elites often see the enemy as India, when the country's greatest enemy is actually illiteracy.